Okay, can you hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me now or not. I don't know if it's coming out of that one or that one. This is a great start, by the way. I'm saying it's a different device. Hang on. Let me sort this. Alright. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. There we go. You can hear me now. Okay, cool. Well, that was good. That was good. It never ever goes smooth, does it? I noticed what it was. The wire going into the snowball was just slightly out. So we should be all good now. You should all be good now. Apparently no sound again. Not now. Oh. Are we good? Or are we not good? Oh my days. Okay, cool. Cool. There we go. People are spamming yes. All right. We're not going to do all the intro again, but basically, you know the spiel by now. Hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, if you want your team rating by me, go over to my Twitter, leave it under my most recent thing, and you know, we'll get some teams reviewed. I mean, Tom, you're right. To be fair, it's got the engagement up because everyone's just spamming it. Look at the amount of people saying yes as well. It's a cheat code. It's a cheat code for engagement. All right, sweet. Let's start reviewing some of your guys' teams then, because that's what we're all here for. That's what this stream is about. We'll start off from the bottom and work our way up. Let me just make sure you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see that fine. Right, let's start off with this first one then. Actually, if I click into it, does it still look good for you guys? Oh, it looks perfect. Bussin. If you don't want to send me a team on Twitter, yeah, you can leave it in the chat. It's completely fine. Your words at the start of the stream will definitely help me this season. Oh, 100%, mate. 100%. Right, let's start off with this team then. It's got Miguel in it. And I've seen him in quite a few drafts, and I know he's been playing some pre-season games for Nottingham Forest. My only concern is I do think Sells is still going to be the #1 goalkeeper. Obviously, you know, he's not been featured so far in pre-season because he's still not back from international or, like, you know, the holiday afterwards. So I imagine he's going to be #1. But if Miguel, or Miguel, however you want to pronounce it, is going to be the #1, 4 million, he could be a very, very decent shout. I like Gvardiol, Saliba I like as well, and Trent, all big fans of that. Salah, yes. Foden, yes. Hudson, yes. Gordon. The only concern I have with this team, right? You don't have Haaland, but, you know, some people are going out without Haaland. Darwin, I'm not 100% convinced on either. But as a non-Haalandy draft, I think this is up there as one of the strongest. I'd probably argue that you've probably spent a little bit too much on defence. I think I would have maybe one of Trent or Gvardiol, not both. I think with the lack of clean sheets we saw last season, definitely not going like worth investing too heavily in the back line. So probably would just have the one the two premium defenders, Then I'd probably switch to another 4.5 that rotates quite well. Then I can think you could easily upgrade Hudson-Odoi, and then I think it maybe could be worth not doing. I think as well, if you're not going to have Haaland, I probably would recommend Watkins over Darwin. I'm just not sure Darwin's going to start every single game, but I could be wrong. I mean, you've got the Lord Chris Wood, so shout out to you for that one. But the rest of the team, it's quite a strong non-Haaland draft. I just think there's one or two maybe tweaks that you need to make on that one. Right, let's take a look at the next one. What are we working with? Subham. Again, if I do pronounce anybody's names wrong, I do apologise. 2 initial drafts, both with Haaland. All right, let's take a look at the first one. Make sure you guys can see this. Turner and Sanchez. Trent, Burn. Okay, there's a lot I like, and there's a few players that I don't like. So the players that I like, let's start off with them. Anderson, Konza, yep. Trent, I think, is completely fine. And Cuckoo, don't have a problem. Eze, Gordon, Winks. Midfield's perfect. I don't necessarily think there's anything you need to change with that. Obviously, Nkuku, not the greatest fixture in match day 1, but I still think a very decent shout. Armstrong is a very, very good 5.5 million player. Never really done it at Premier League level, but still a very, very good scorer at Championship level. So I think he's a very decent shout. The problems I do have are with Dan Burn. I'm not overly convinced. Like, I don't think Newcastle are going to keep that many clean sheets towards the start of the season. The fixtures are okay, but I think there's probably better assets. And then Sanchez, it looks like Chelsea are going out in the market to buy another goalkeeper. So I probably would recommend maybe looking at another 4.5. That'd be my take on that one. Let's answer some of your guys' questions. Hey Tom, could you rate my draft? Yes, let's do the ones that are in the chat. Starting 11, Sanchez, Guardiola, Barco, Burn, Gordon, Eze. Yeah, I'd probably give that one like 7. João Pedro might be out injured, so I'll give that one a 7. Sanchez, Turner, again, same situation with this one. Chelsea are looking at buying another goalkeeper, so I don't think Sanchez is the best shout. Not a big fan of Virgil at 6 million either. I would prefer an Arsenal defender over that one. Or I'd get Robertson if I was going to go for a Liverpool defender for 6 million. Rest of the team, though, strong. I'm not a big fan of Havertz either, though, but each to their own, I guess. Could go Saliba to Mikolenko and Cho to Eze. Yeah, I think that would work, Tom. I think that'd look a lot better of a team, to be honest. Cool, let's take a look at some more drafts we've been sent in then, guys. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you are an existing subscriber, hit that like button and get your draft sent to me. We'll try and, we'll go live for about, I reckon, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. If it keeps going, maybe an hour. Who knows? Right, let's take a look at this one then. I can't see who's on the bench because they've cut it off, which is annoying. But they've got Johnson, Munoz, Burn, Gvardiol, Bruno, Salah, Foden, Gibbs-White, Havertz, Watkins, and Isak. A lot of you are sending me no Haaland drafts, and I think it's a big mistake, you know. I really, really think going without Haaland, especially from the start, is a bit of a mistake. Because if he cooks over the opening couple game weeks and you've got to find a way to get him back in, it's a big problem. Now, I know we've obviously got more transfers where we can roll and kind of do like mini wild cards to maybe get him back in. So it's probably not as big a deal as it was a few seasons ago. But I just think match day 2 against Ipswich, captaincy material, easy. Rest of the team, I'm not a big fan of Havertz, like I said. We don't know that he's necessarily going to be playing up front. I still feel Arsenal are probably going to go and buy a forward in the market. But let's wait and see on that one. And then Johnson and Dean Henderson are both, I would say, viable options for the number 1 spot. So I can't see your bench, but if you've got both Palace goalkeepers, I think you're fine. Otherwise, I would be a little bit cautious on that one if you've got a 4 million. Jamie, one of our chat moderators, he says, I'm going with no Haaland. What's kind of the thought process then, guys, around people not going for Haaland? Because we'll take a look at my team as well, but I just can't see it. I really, really can't see it not going for Haaland, to be honest. Right, let's get the next lot up. Next one we've been sent in. There you go. On the screen right now for you guys. They've got Petrovic, Anderson, Gvardiol, Saliba, Eze, Gordon, and Cuckoo, Salah, Elanga, Haaland, Isak. You know what? I think this is probably the best one we've been sent in. Like, with a Haaland. You've got Salah and Haaland. I like it. I'm going with Salah and Haaland. They've got Eze, and Cuckoo's a good shout as a differential. Elanga's the one I'm a little bit half on. I think I would prefer Hudson-Odoi over Elanga, but that's just my personal preference. Back line is looking pretty decent. I mean, you've got 2 4 million defenders from the same team, so I'd probably recommend getting a different one from a different side. Obviously, Leicester got some decent 4 millions. Ipswich have as well. Or I'd maybe take a gamble on Barco as one of the ones. So that could be a shout. And then the forward, I would have Stewart from Southampton as well for the 4.5. I think it's a strong team. I just think there's probably a little bit of lack of cover on the bench. But, you know, if you're planning on playing that 11 every single week, I think it should be fine. What about switching out Pedro if injured? Game week 1 for Vardy is an enabler. A bit risky, but he didn't have a bad season. Yeah, I think Leicester's run those pretty shoddy towards the start. Let me just get the fixtures up. But yeah, I think Leicester's run's pretty shoddy towards the start of the season. So I think if you're looking for enablers, I think Armstrong might be a better shout. They've got better fixtures. Yeah, Leicester's run Tottenham, Fulham, Villa, Palace. Not great for an opening 4. Southampton, on the other hand, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Manchester United. Yeah, it's kind of half a dozen, one or the other. I think Leicester's is tougher on paper, so I think I would prefer Armstrong. I think if you can find 0.5 million, I think Muniz or going for Wood would be better options. But obviously I get, you know, these are enablers. What other questions have we got in the chat? If you have Haaland, you rely on him too much to return. It's too much money in one asset when the money could be used better elsewhere. I get that. I do get that. Obviously, I think if we didn't have captaincy, I definitely would agree with that point. But I think with us having captaincy and Haaland realistically probably over the opening couple of weeks being one of the best captaincy options, especially game week 2 where it's a little bit light for the other assets, I think it's a big one. And if you look at his per 90 data last season, he is averaging over a goal per 90, over, you know, expected goal involvement, you know, per 90 as well is absolutely ridiculous. So for me, that's why I'm just sticking with Haaland. And like, if it doesn't work out and he doesn't look as good, then obviously we've got the budget to kind of move around a little bit. Haaland, Winks and Gvardiol or Watkins, Foden and Trent. Oof. I mean, that's the upside, isn't it, of not having Haaland. You can spread the funds out and get some absolute mega players. And you know what? The third one sounds a lot better. Watkins, Foden and Trent all sound better than Haaland, Winks and Gvardiol. I went without Haaland for game week 7 last season and did well even before the price hike. I feel like I'm on him again. Valid. Tom sent his team in. Fleck, Sanchez, Konza, Muniz, Gvardiol, Burn, Morello, Saka, Palmer, Eze, Foden, Gordon. Yeah, I'm going to give that one a 7. It's a pretty decent team. Haaland and a 4.5 million or Palmer and Watkins. See, this is what I mean. Like, you can take Haaland out and get some absolutely quality players in there. But at the same time, it's Erling Haaland and his numbers are absolutely immense. But I like Palmer and Watkins as a pair there is great. That's a really, really good set. Cool, Sam. We'll go and check out. We're kind of working our way through all these drafts, so we'll continue to plug away. Foden and De Bruyne equals Haaland plus 4 million. I think there are more points than Foden and KDB. Valid. I mean, we did the, if you've not watched the video already, we covered the Fantasy Football Hub's best, what's it called? Best draft, like 100% AI rated draft. Had both KDB and Haaland in. And I was looking at KDB's data. It's actually pretty good, isn't it? Like, it's really, really good. Lee Fisher, how's it going, man? I hope you're doing good. I think I got a perfect mid. Flecken, Malenko, Dunk, Adoji, Salah, Palmer. Right, I'd take Adoji out. Spurs' opening two are pretty great, but after that, pretty dismal. And for 5 million for a team that didn't do that well defensively last year, wouldn't be recommended. If you want to send me a team, you can either whack it in the chat and I'll give you just a quick score, or if you want it to pop up on screen like these ones here, come over to my Twitter and just leave it under any of my most recent tweets and it will just pop up, or just tag me. Make sure you are following me on Twitter though, because sometimes they don't filter through as well. Feel like the difference if you have a safe captain in Haaland. Yeah, I get that. His returns are very, very steady across the whole course of the season. Cool. Cheers, Lee, for that one. Right, let's move on to some more. Keep the questions coming in, guys. Like I said, we will be doing drafts and we will be doing questions as well throughout this stream. FPL Copycat. Let's take a look at his draft. Can you guys see that? Just about. If I can move it up a tad. No, I can't. Well, he's got Raya in goal, so I'll start you off with that one. Raya in goal, Robertson, Byrne, Gvardiol, Gordon, Eze, Son, Hudson-Odoi, Haaland, Isak, Muniz. Pretty strong bench as well. I like Anderson, I like Robertson. Rodgers is obviously like the golden boy of pre-season, if you like. Did quite well against Walsall. He's the one that people are quite hot on. My only concern with that one is if Diaby doesn't leave, you've got Diaby, you have Bailey, you have Philogene, who's just signed as well. There's a lot of competition for places, and I don't necessarily think Rodgers starts unless maybe Diaby leaves. Rest of the team, though, I do like. I think maybe not having Salah could be a little bit of a risk, but you've got Son to cover the opening 2 weeks. You've got a pretty decent captain for game week 1, a differential captain for game week 1 as well in Son. So I do like this team, you know. Robertson as well, he also featured in the AI draft that I posted on the channel today. Liverpool defensive stats are looking pretty decent. Gvardiol, yeah. Raya at 5.5 though, for me, probably not a player I would be looking at. I just think for 5.5, there's no real worth in spending that much on a goalkeeper. In my personal opinion, I think you're better just going for a 4.5 goalkeeper. Is João Pedro injured? Asks Liam. That is the rumour that is going around on Twitter. He's obviously been left out of Brighton's pre-season camp to Japan. So he's either injured, not going for like a reason that's not known to the public, or he is moving for like a transfer. That's probably the 3 reasons. And I think with him not going, I think that would probably rule him out of most people's teams. It'd put me off him as well. I think the opening 3 fixtures as well, pretty rubbish for a 5.5. Like, I think if you could spend that extra 0.5, get Muniz, who plays two of the newly promoted sides in the opening 3 fixtures, just makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? Mustafa has sent me his team in the chat. He's got Sanchez, Turner, Gvardiol, Saliba, Trent, Konza, Byrne, Salah, Foden. This guy's got Pedro and Vardy. All right, initially then, I would recommend, obviously, like João Pedro, the rumours, injury. Vardy, I probably would say he's like the 3rd best enabler. I probably would put Armstrong above him. Like, the fixtures for Leicester aren't great. Sanchez as well. Looks like Chelsea could be buying another goalkeeper. So, yeah, I'd be a little bit hesitant on that one. Little bit hesitant. Right, let's move on to the next draft. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, make sure to like it. Make sure to subscribe as well to the channel. Plenty more content coming up throughout the summer. Obviously as well, if you aren't following me on TikTok, go over there. We're posting 2 videos a day at the moment on TikTok. Kind of just, you know, player previews, team previews, stuff like that. So, you know, if you're a fan of the TikTok, head over there as well. We're approaching 10k followers on there, so it'd be pretty decent if we could do that before the start of the summer as well. Cool. Let's take a look at this next team then. We've got Sanchez, Munoz, Trent, Aina, Eze, Salah, Gordon, Rodgers. Again, another one with Rodgers. Hudson-Odoi, Isak, and Haaland. I think the bench is fine. I don't have a problem with any of the players you've selected on the bench. I like the back line. My only concern is with the 2 midfielders. Like, I'm like a, you know, a big fan on Hudson-Odoi, but I think after 3 weeks, you're probably going to have to switch him off for a different 5.5. And then Rodgers, I think, is just a complete risk. So, I think first change I would make, Aina, I'd probably go for Bolly. His predicted points are better on Fantasy Football Hub's algorithm. So I'd change Aina for Bolly. Trent, I think he is good. And, like, I guess that the kind of trade-off is Trent basically plays as a midfielder, so it's kind of counteracting the Rodgers and Hudson-Odoi one. So it's still a decent shout. Still a decent shout, in my opinion. I don't know. I think I'd prefer maybe another... I'd save a mil. I mean, what you could do is you could save a mil and then get a 6.5 in for Hudson-Odoi, and there's some really, really decent ones at 6.5. Obviously, you've got Morgan Gibbs-White, who's probably the better midfielder for Forest over the opening couple. So, yeah, that's probably what I'd do with that team. What other questions have we got in the chat? 2 4.5 million goalkeepers or 1 4.5 and a 4. I reckon don't bother with the swapping and changing around. It's not for me, personally. I did it last season. I did it the season before. It's never worked out, kind of targeting fixtures. I've covered this in a few videos already, and I'll continue to cover it throughout the pre-season as well. For me, personally, I think just going for a cheaper goalkeeper, well, a 4.5, that you're going to play regardless. Play them for a defence as well that is going to be an okay-ish defence, like good historical data. So for me, that's why I'm going for Flecken. I think if we can get a nailed-down goalkeeper for Crystal Palace, again, big plus in my eyes. I'm hearing that Verbergen's injured, but again, he enters the what's it called? Can we see your team, Tom? Yeah, I'll show my team in a second, mate. I'll show my team in a second. But yeah, I think you're better going for a 4.5 and a 4 million goalkeeper. John says, hey, Tom, I subscribed 2 days ago. Well, I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the FPL Tom kind of channel and community. Plenty of streams and videos along the way throughout the course of the season. So I hope you do enjoy the content. And if you ever want your team rating or anything like that, let me know in the comments or on my Twitter. Offcore, welcome to the chat, man. How's it going? How is it going? I actually need to make you a channel moderator, don't I? You want that responsibility? Well, you're getting it. Add as a moderator. There you go. There you go, Offcore. You're now a channel moderator as well as a channel member. If you do want to become a channel member, it is only 99p. There's currently a video already out on there as well for early release. You do get priority in the chat. And, you know, when you've been here a while, you get to become a channel moderator, like Offcore's just become. Hudson-Odoi is overrated. Fair. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Can you rate my team? My name is Bob the Builder. Yeah, we're going to start working through as many as we can, mate. Big up, Tom. Hey, how's it going, Adam, man? You doing good? When do you reckon your next live will be? Looking forward to it. I'll probably do one with Jake. We've not done one together. If you're new to the channel, me and my good friend from university, Jake, we do weekly streams together, kind of previewing the week, looking for our teams and stuff. So, yeah, all good stuff. So that'll probably be the next one. Probably maybe like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I don't know. We'll do plenty. How can I submit my team? If you want to leave it in the chat and I'll give it a quick rating, or if you want to send it me on Twitter for a more holistic overview. Yeah, welcome Offcore as one of the channel members. FPL Caleb as well. How's it going, man? You doing decent? Cool, man. Yeah, let's get back to cracking on through these drafts, as many as we can, guys. Blimey, you guys are busy. Bashir, I know he's been around for a while. He says, I have the option to go Odegaard to Saka and Salah to Son. What do you think? Let's have a look. Let's get this team up. So he's got Sanchez in goal. Same argument as I've been saying with everybody for Sanchez. Van der Veen, yes. Burn, just... it's not Justin, it's Thingy Timber, isn't it? I keep saying his name wrong. Timber, probably not. Odegaard, I like. Eze, yeah. Palmer, yeah. Bruno, yeah. It's a stacked midfield. I think the defence could be a lot better, though. I get Van der Veen has a good opening 2 fixtures, but after that, I think you're probably going to be a little bit stuck, especially with 2 4 million defenders as well. Yuri and Timber, probably another one I would be replacing as well, to be honest. I think there's better options. And then Sanchez as well, like we've spoke about already quite a lot in today's stream. What is my rank history? Good question. I had a bit of a stinker last year because of one man and one man only. Mateta, didn't include him in the free hit and then just didn't play him on the final week and he absolutely decimated me pretty much. I can't remember how you see it. It's pick team, game week history, and then rank. So, here we go. Last season, we were 213,000. The year before, 66,000. And then the year before that, 181,000. So, we've never had like a stellar year. The 66,000 was very, very good. Last year, if we'd have played Mateta, I think I worked it out, we would have been about 110. So, yeah, pretty big blow, that one for Mateta. Could you explain why Gvardiol is so popular? Yeah, man, no problem. Gvardiol for me is so popular because he's going to be playing for one of the best defences in the league. He plays out of position, and in 28 games, he had really, really good attacking data. And he didn't even play all those games in his new kind of position as well. Can I send you my team on Insta DM since I don't have Twitter? I won't be able to open it, but yeah. If you want to send it me on Instagram, if you haven't got Twitter, that's fine. I'll probably just take a look later if I've got some time and maybe drop it out then. Jamie's right. Don't forget to smash the like button, boys, if you are enjoying the stream. Tom, I do wonder, based off the new system, defence not worth having Trent. Clean sheets play a big part. They do indeed. But at the same time, Trent is probably an anomaly, isn't he? Colwell could be a great shout. He plays a ball-playing defender. Yep, I think Colwell could be a decent one. How have you been, Tom? Haven't been in the chat for a while. Been busy with my GCSEs. Can't wait for the FPL season to start. Yeah, man. Like, well, it's good. I'm doing good. I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's good, man. It's good to be back doing FPL content, doing the streams, videos, all that stuff. I hope your GCSEs went well and you get all the grades you require. No, Liam, this isn't my team. This is just someone else's. I keep getting distracted in the chat. Right, let's continue to plow on. Jeez, you guys have been very, very busy. Make sure you are following me just so your team definitely pops up. We just did that one. Freddie, here's currently mine. He has got Sanchez. Again, same argument I've been saying to everyone. If Chelsea sign a new goalkeeper, just make sure you have a replacement ready. Like Munoz, Trent, yep. Mikolenko, yep. Gordon, Eze, Semenyo is a 5.5. I think it's a very decent shout. Yeah, this is a pretty good team. Really, really good team. No problems with that one. I like it. Like it a lot. Good team, Freddie, mate. Or I'm debating this as well. What were the changes you made here? Gavardio and Robertson actually looks a little bit better. I actually prefer the second one. I prefer the second one. There you go. We did Bashir's team. FPL Nanny. We've not done them. They've got Sanchez. Again, same principle as well. Gvardio, Mikolenko, Robertson, Palmer, Eze, Gibbs-White, Salah, João Pedro. We've obviously been speaking about him in today's stream. He might be potentially out injured, so just be a little bit cautious on that one as a 5.5 enabler. The other options are Armstrong and Vardy if you want to go down that route. I like everything else about this team, though. I know it's obviously got no Haaland and probably a little bit light in midfield for that regard. But I think he's pretty decent. I'd probably give that one like a 6. Lie to my face and tell me this isn't the best draft you've ever seen. All right. It's a stinker at the back. Yeah. What's he doing in there? They've got Pinnock and Ben Meir back, so that one's a bit of a stinker. Miguel, yeah, we spoke about him already in today's stream. Gavardio, yep. Anderson, yep. Salah, yep. And Cuckoo don't have a problem with. I actually really rate Johnson. You know what? I'll give you that. I'm looking at Johnson myself. Johnson for the opening 2, then switch to Bailey. His expected goal involvement per 90 is pretty decent, to be honest. So Brennan Johnson could be a decent shout. I love the front three. Same front three as myself. Leif Davis, I think at 4.5 is not worth going for. I think if he was at 4, yes. I get he's got some mega attacking returns in the past, but I think with the quality we've been blessed with at 4.5, it's not really worth looking for anyone at that price point, in my opinion. So, yeah, I don't think I'd recommend that one. But, yeah, it's an okay defense. It's okay. Next one. No worries, Freddie, man. No worries, Freddie. Next team is Henderson, Turner, Timber. Again, I don't think I'd be hot on Yuri and Timber. Mikolenko, Byrne, Wout Fast, Gvardiol, Hudson-Odoi, Foden, Salah, Eze, Palmer, Wood, Isak, Solanke. Ooh, okay. Solanke, the first time we've seen him. I think the Bournemouth fixtures are a little bit difficult at the start of the season, but I get why you'd have him because he just is a very good player for 7.5, and I definitely think there will be a time where we will all want Dominic Solanke because he is the penalty taker, 90-minute man as well, so I get it, but... Yeah, I get it. So yeah, probably with this team, Yuri and Timber would be the one that I would replace. Yeah, Yuri and Timber would be the one that I'd probably say get rid of. Yeah. Someone asks Miguel, who's that? He is the 4 million goalkeeper for Forest. Now, a lot of people are quite hot on him because he's played in 2 preseason games, But Sells is still like on holiday or that kind of in-between period from Euros to being back in full training. So that's who he is. Pablo Escobar, Henderson, Saliba, Konza, Barco, Palmer. Not a big fan of Rashford at the start, but I'd probably give that one a 7. Probably give that one a 7, guys. Bro, I'm confused with goalkeepers. No worries, man. That's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. Verbergen, Turner, Martinez. First time we've seen him. Konate. Yeah, should start. Konza, Bednarek. Okay, Baggett, I don't think is going to be the... we've got to be careful how we say that one as well. I don't think he's going to start. I think if you were going for anyone, probably Ben Johnson if you're looking for a 4 million defender from Ipswich. I like Konate as a 5 million pick. I don't think there's too... Like, Liverpool's defensive record was pretty decent for XG conceded. And they've got some really great fixtures, so he could be a decent one. Verbergen, there is rumours that he might be injured, so I probably would recommend maybe taking a look at Flecken. João Pedro as well, might be out injured. Son for the opening 2 weeks, pretty decent shout. After that, though, it does get a little bit tricky, so make sure you've got your replacements ready for that one. Kai Havertz, I'm just not a big fan of him as a forward. Either he's going to play out of position at times, Arsenal could spy another forward. Like, there's lots of kind of things with it that make, for me personally, him at 8 million just not worth it, in my opinion. But we'll keep ploughing on. We will keep ploughing on, guys. We'll keep smashing these reviews out for you guys. Cool. Next one. Let's take a look at this one. Again, Verbergen, let's just make sure he's fully fit and available. Saliba I like. Gvardiol I like. Pedporo I don't like for the start of the season. Again, I definitely feel we'll have him at some point in our teams. But with Spurs' fixtures being a little bit difficult at the start, I think you're probably better utilising that money elsewhere. Either drop him down to a 4.5, free up a mil for yourself, or look at alternative defenders. Leif Davis as well, 4.5. We're absolutely blessed with those, so I don't think there's any need to potentially look at him from the start. Rest of the team I like. I think maybe Chowdhury or Winks is going to start in midfield. Havertz, again, we know my hatred towards Kai Havertz at the moment. I just don't think he's a good player, and I'm just going to quickly load up Fantasy Football Hub. If you want to go and check out their website, there is a link in the description. They are currently offering a 7-day free trial with 50% off. They're also doing AI team ratings as well. And of course, right, slap a like and tickle that subscribe button. Loving the moderator vibes from you today, mate. Smashing stuff. Right, let's get Kai Havertz's data up from last season, because I'm just not a big fan of him. So he scored 13 goals last season, 10 assists. A lot better than I thought he did. What was his per 90 data like? 0.44 is not terrible. It's not terrible data he's put up from last season, actually. But I think it's just the fact that he's now coming in as a forward that probably puts me off, especially the opening couple of weeks. And of course, right, again, consider becoming a channel member to support Tom and his hard work. I appreciate that one. It is 99p if you do want to sign up for that. A very reasonable price to become a channel member. Right, let's move on to the next one. Has that one been deleted? Yeah, that one's been deleted. Bob the Builder. Hey, man, how's it going? Verbergen, again, we've already kind of spoke on him pretty much. Dunk, Konza, Gahey, Hudson-Odoi. I like the back three you've got there. Fass and Robinson, no problems with that one. Midfield's looking decent. Yeah, this draft, very good. Very, very good, Bob the Builder. I like that. I like that as a draft. Probably only problem is, like, no Gvardiol or Trent, but, like, it's kind of that balance, isn't it? You've obviously got Watkins, so that's what you're kind of banking on with that one. Next one we've had sent in, Henderson, Turner, Trent, Bailey. First time we've seen Leon Bailey in one of these drafts. He's currently in my draft as well. We'll show my team after this one. And then I might need a quick whiz. So we might have to just hold team ratings. I'm not going to stop the stream. We'll keep going. We've got decent numbers in here, so keep sending them in. We'll try and work for as many as we possibly can. Make sure you all follow me on Twitter as well, because sometimes it doesn't filter through. Hit that subscribe button, like button, all that good stuff. Plenty of content coming up throughout pre-season. Plus, We are posting twice daily on TikTok at the moment as well. So go and give that a follow if you're craving a little bit of short form FPL content. But yeah, let's review this one. We'll take a look at my team and then I'll go for a quick wee and then we'll get back on the reviews. Henderson, very similar situation. We've been saying that you need the other goalkeeper as well because we're not 100% sure who's going to be the starting one. I think it probably is going to be Dean Henderson, but Johnson had fairly good spells when he was in the side last season as well. So realistically, you've got no Haaland. I mean, the midfield is absolutely stacked. I don't think Kyle Walker's probably the best pick either at 5.5. Not a fan of that one. I think you could realistically downgrade Kyle Walker to a 4.5, frees up a mil. And then you could... What could you do with that mil? You could do a lot of things with that mil. You could upgrade... Or... How much is... Gvardiol's 6, right? So if you wanted the City defender that bad, drop Burn down maybe to like Bednarek. Or... I think what you could do as well is drop Armstrong down to a 4.5. Drop Armstrong down to a 4.5. Upgrade Walker to Gvardiol. And then you've still got quite a bit of money left over in the bank. So you could even then upgrade maybe Leon Bailey or Eze. I don't know. Play around with that one a little bit. I'm just not a big fan of the front three. Can you review my team? How do I send it? Yes, we will be reviewing teams throughout today's stream. If you want to send it me at Twitter or whack it in the chat and I'll give you a quick score. Morgan Gibbs-White or Johnson? I think Morgan Gibbs-White has 3 games and Johnson has 2 good games, but I would say probably... I probably would go Morgan Gibbs-White. Right, let's quickly get my team up. This is what people have been asking for to see my current draft. It has changed from the first draft I posted on the channel. So this is how it's currently looking for me. Flecken in goal. I'm still holding by the fact that I think he's the best 4.5 million goalkeeper. We've got the second keeper for Brentford as well in there. Gvardiol, Bolly, Muniz as our back three for the first week. And then Gordon, Eze, Salah and Leon Bailey. But that might become Brennan Johnson. He is predicted to get more points over the opening 2 than Leon Bailey. So I think the plan is go Johnson opening 2 weeks, then switch to Leon Bailey in match day 3. Then we've got Wood, Haaland and Isak. So yeah, this team's looking pretty good at the moment. I'm just going to go for a quick wee. Let me know what you think of my team in the comments. Keep the questions, keep the drafts flying in as well, and we'll try and plow through as many as we possibly can this afternoon. We've got pretty decent numbers in here, so we're probably going to stay live for look, not even a little bit longer, a lot longer, because we've got really, really good numbers. So we'll keep the drafts going, keep the questions coming in as well. But let me know what you think of this team in the comments. Back in a second. All right. We done. Cheers off, Core. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for looking after the chat. I know I usually like Twitter for this sort of thing, but my team is currently Pickford, Sanchez, I think one or the other, Van der Veen, Munoz, Byrne, Harwood, Bellis, Konza, Gordon, Palmer, and Cuckoo, Winks. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think there's some good players in there. I like the front three, though. The front three is probably the best front three, isn't it? Oh, yeah. If you want to get your team rated by me, we'll send it on Twitter. Send it on Twitter. Your team is missing the magician Cole Palmer. I am a little bit gutted, but I don't think he's going to get as many penalties this year. But I think every team you go through, you're always going to go, well, he's missing, I'm missing Watkins, or I'm missing Foden, I'm missing KD. That's how it's going to be this year for me. Who do you think the best Chelsea defender is to consider? Probably Levi Colwill. If Reece James can ever keep himself fit, he'll always be an option. No Chelsea, but we can always make the switch. Colwell being 4.5, we can always make that switch. They do have one of the best fixture runs, and I am conscious of that. But Nkunku, that Bailey, Johnson, and Nkunku spot could very easily become any of them, if you know what I mean. Cool. Right, we've got plenty to work through on Twitter, so let's try and smash them out. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Though, absolutely loving it. But we got a lot to get through on Twitter. I don't think we're going to get through everyone's team today, but we're going to try and get through as many as we possibly can. Did we do this one? No, we didn't. Cool. Let's start with this one then. Sells, Konza, Trent. Yeah, it's a good draft. It's a very, very good draft. I think maybe the problem is Trent now means that you're missing out on a Watkins or a Wood or someone like that. The midfield, I have no problems with. I think that's extremely strong. It just is because you are spending so much on Trent, it means you're missing out on a better forward, in my opinion. But I get it. Trent's a really, really decent shout. And if you think he's going to outscore the likes of maybe Wood or, I hate to say it, Havertz or anyone like that, then go for it. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. Next one up. We have got... Oh, this post has been deleted apparently. Well, let's not take a look at that one. James, he sent his team in. Sanchez again. Oh, did I miss yours, bro? Sorry if I missed it. I'll go back. I'll go back after this one. Sanchez, Trent, Mikolenko, Byrne, Gordon, Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, no, get him out. He's just finished the Copa America, so going to be late back to pre-season. And realistically, with those Liverpool front three, you have 6 players fighting for 3 spots. And I think Mo Salah's probably going to be locked in there. So you're talking 5 players for 2 spots. Not worth it, in my opinion. I think Eze at that price point would probably be a better one. Van der Veen, if you're not playing him for the first 2, then why have him at all? So yeah. It's an interesting one. I'm a little bit concerned where your money's gone. I don't think Saka for the opening 5 fixtures is, yeah, a little bit of an interesting one. Right. It keeps jumping forward, which is really annoying. There we go. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to miss yours. Let's review it now. Onana, Byrne, Saliba, Trent, Gordon, Eze, Son, Gibbs White, Salah. Solanke in there again, yep. Vardy is the enabler, I get it. Barco is the cheap 4 million defender, yep. Any changes I'd make? You've got a captain for you've got Salah and Son. Triple Newcastle. Yeah, I do like it. It's just the lack of maybe Haaland, but at the same time you've got Son to switch around to Palmer and stuff like that. So yeah, I do like it, mate. Cool. Right, let's get back to these. You guys have been absolutely immense sending these in, by the way. We did James's team. That was the last one we did. Let's take a look at this one. Flecken and Verbergen. João Pedro, we've already mentioned. Flecken and Verbergen, the 4.5s. We've had some questions on this already. Do you go for 2 4.5s or do you go for 1 4.5 and a 4 million? In my opinion, right, I think you just go for the 4.5. Don't be clever trying to rotate fixtures. It just doesn't work. And as we've seen in some of my videos I've outlined already, when you try and do this, it doesn't always work for the best. And the main reason is because goalkeepers, especially for these mid-table teams, they'll go up against top teams. They'll pick up a load of saves. And if they manage to keep a clean sheet, guaranteed bonus. Example, Jordan Pickford, highest scoring goalkeeper last year. He came in at 4.5 million start off the game. Finished as top scorer. He picked up 41 points against the what's it called? 41 points against the top 6 sides last season. That is where goalkeepers are going to sometimes pick up the mega hauls. And realistically, when we're targeting, like, last season when we were looking at Sheffield United, a lot of the time, they'd probably have 1 or 2 shots. So, like that. Yeah, 1 or 2 shots. Done. Dean, I mean, if you sent it through 2 minutes ago, probably haven't missed it. We've got, like, 20, 25, like, in the notifications. So like then they just keep piling in. So we are going to try and work for as many as we can. If we don't get time, I reckon we might do some more of these streams. You guys seem to like them, so we'll probably do some more of these live streams. Let me know what you guys think if you'd like to see more of these potential live draft ratings. Let me know. Let me know. If you're enjoying the stream as well, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Massively appreciated by me. We are on that road to 6,000 by the time the new season rolls around. Just posted mine. Hope you get around to it. Thanks in advance. Yeah, we'll try. Like I said, we'll try and get through as many as we can. If not, we'll do some more of these as well throughout. So we will review people's teams. Right. That was the last one we did. Let's do this one. Sells Turner going for the Forest. Yep, that's fine. Addison, Matteson. Mattison's the first time we've seen him as well in today's stream. 5 million, I think could be a really, really decent shout. Had a really good season for Dortmund. Prior to that, good season for Burnley as well. I'm glad and I'm happy to see him in the Premier League. So I think he could be a decent shout. My only advice is I don't really like going for newly promoted players. Or new players to teams, so new transfers, just because you don't know how they're going to kind of work realistically. So that's my only advice with that one. You don't know what system they're going to be in, stuff like that. Midfield-wise, Kudus, definitely not with West Ham's fixtures at the start of the season. There's better 6.5s. My top one probably would be Leon Bailey, Brennan Johnson, and Morgan Gibbs-White. West Ham's fixtures are Aston Villa, Palace, City, Fulham, and Chelsea as the opening 5. So not worth it. Not worth it in my opinion. Not worth it. Is Soggy Biscuit Super League your league? Yes, it is. That is the mini league we've got set up for this year. The code will be flashing above my head at some point as well. So go and check that one out. Go and check that one out. Might be a bit of a spoiler, but I'd love to see Tom do a few tier list videos in the future. Yeah, there is one coming out. There is one coming out on Sunday. There'll be plenty more of those. How much is membership? It is 99p if you want to sign up for that. Right, let's keep going through these guys. You guys have been immense sending me these over. This is the next one. Sanchez, Gabriel, Trent, Burn, Bailey, Alanga, and Buemo. Saka, Gordon, Haaland, Isak. João Pedro, again, we've been speaking about him all stream, potentially being injured. I think if I was to go for one of Gabriel or Saliba, I would pick Saliba. We saw how Arteta messed around with the defence towards the start of last season, so that's it. Do we know what the soggy biscuit actually is? Of course we know what a soggy biscuit is. But I like this team. And Buemo, an interesting pick as well at 7. I think just go for Eze rather than Buemo, in my opinion. Next one. We're going to kind of speed through them. Any players I've kind of spoke about already. Yeah, but yeah, we've got so many. I want to try and, at least see everybody's teams. Barco, yep. I like the defence. I don't know who that 4.5 million is for Southampton, but I get rid of him. There's so many better 4.5 millions that are nailed, have really, really good Premier League experience already. So that is one. Muniz, a player we've not spoken about. Yes, I absolutely love him. I think the opening fixtures for Fulham after United are really, really decent. The only concern is you will have a little bit of rotation with Raul Jimenez. Midfield's absolutely stacked. Again, though, not a big fan of Kai Havertz. That one, I'm going to give a 6.5. 6.5 for that one. Thoughts? We have got Sanchez. Again, same situation as we've been explaining throughout today's stream. Goalie, yeah. Rodri at 6.5, I don't think it's worth it. I think if he came in at 5.5, definitely so. 6.5 million for me, though, is not worth going for Rodri. Like we spoke about, Morgan Gibbs-White, definitely a better player. Sabitzer is a very, very interesting one. It's probably, like, I put him in the tier list video that's coming out soon. He is going in... Where's he going in at? I think he came in at risky. Like, the fixtures are immense. But I don't know what role he's going to be playing under the new manager. So let's wait and see how preseason goes. Let's see where he fits in the system. And if he starts to cook over preseason, could be a decent differential shout. This one, I think I'm going to go for a 6. There's a few issues, but it can be fixed. Next one. It's my dad. It's my dad's team. Shout out to Steve. What a guy. What a guy. Steve, if you're still kicking around in the chat, legend. Legend. He's got Onana, Branthwaite, Burn, Konza, Bailey, Garnacho, Kudus, Son, Darwin, Haaland, Isaac. Alright, there's quite a few picks in here that I think stink. No offense, Dad. I don't like Branthwaite at 5 million. I don't think he's worth it. He is realistically a 4.5 million defender. There's plenty to go and pick from for the 4.5 million ones. Mohamed Kudus, the West Ham fixtures are really, really bad. I would not be going for those. They've got Villa, Palace, City, Fulham, Chelsea as an opening 5. 6.5 million, you could get yourself a Morgan Gibbs-White for that money, a Leon Bailey, a Brennan Johnson. So yeah, Darwin as well. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Darwin. We both had Jackson at one point last season. We hated owning him. Juan Hee-Chan as well. Wolves' fixtures are really difficult at the start of the year. I'm not sure if he's 5.5 or 6.5, but again, plethora of better options with better fixtures at the start of the campaign. So I probably would not recommend that one. This one, I'm gonna give it a 4. It's good. There's definitely some good areas to it, but no Salah, Branthwaite, Kudus, Juan Hee-Chan, and Darwin let it down really. But thanks for sending that in. Bob the Builder, I think we did this one, right? We did Bob the Builders already. Next one sent in, Turner, Sanchez, Mikalenko, Burn, Gvardiol, Gordon, Palmer, Saka, Eze. Again, same situation with João Pedro. I think not having Isaac in here automatically downgrades this team to a 5 in my opinion. So that's going to be my advice for that. Go and get Alexander Isak in. I would prefer him over Saka over the opening couple game weeks as well. I'm guessing you don't like Nkunku? No, I do. I had Nkunku in my original draft. I'm just not 100% sure like how he's going to fit in and stuff, but I definitely think he could be a decent shout. Next one. We are slowly working through these guys. You know, if you want to send me a team at FPLTom_ on Twitter, obviously go and follow me on Twitter as well. Make sure it does come through as well. Do you think both Haaland and Salah are essential to have? I think what they both give you is because they're at the maximum price points is you can very easily come down to the other players. Whereas if you've got to come up, I know we've got more transfers, which makes it a little bit more easier to kind of manipulate things now and move to other kind of players because we, in essence, could have 3 to 4, 5 even transfers a week, you know. So it makes it a little bit easier to kind of switch around the premiums, but at the same time, I think going down is easier than coming up. So I would recommend having both. And I think they've got both really good captaincy potential over the opening couple game weeks. Let's get back to rating some teams. Mikalenko, Allison, Taylor. I like this team. No Haaland, but it's a strong front three. Midfield is very, very stacked. I'm going to give that one an 8. I really like that team. Who else we got? Jamie. We're slowly working our way through these guys. I promise we're slowly working our way through them. Sanchez, Kirkes. First time we've seen him. I think there's better 4.5s. Bournemouth's opening fixtures aren't amazing. Saliba, Konza. Yeah, I think the rest of the team's really, really decent. Just probably that Kirkes pick. I think's probably a little bit, needs a little bit of work. So 6.5 for me on that one. Next up, Leaf. Can you check my team in the twat? In the twat. In the chat. Yeah, if you want to send it me again, mate, I'll quickly have a scan over it. This team, I'm going to say, again, the Sanchez situation we've outlined with everyone. João Pedro we've already outlined with everyone as well. He potentially could be injured, so a little bit of a difficult one on that one. But the rest of the team, I really like. Like, I think you've definitely got the structure right. So I'm going to say an 8 for that. I'm going to say an 8 for that. I might go for Vardy over Pedro. I love that old dude. He is good. He is that good. I sent my team half an hour ago. Would appreciate if you could rate Tom. I mean, I'm working through them as fast as I can, mate. But yeah, I'm trying my best here, mate. We are trying our best. Hey, mate, struggling to pick an FPL team name to kick off the new season. Any tips? I mean, any tips? I'd say, first of all, if I was building a new team, is I would put all the players that I want in at the start and then look where I can make sacrifices. That would be my advice. And then kind of play around with it. There's also my first draft video where we go through like some goalkeeper data. There's going to be further videos down the line as well. So all good stuff. Hey, up FPL Punk, how's it going, man? Yeah, I absolutely blundered that one, didn't I? I blundered it all the way, mate. Oh dear. Cool. Let's keep going on because we've got so many to get through. Alexandra. And if your team doesn't appear in my notifications, just make sure you are definitely following me because sometimes it works where it doesn't kind of pull through. But yeah, just make sure you are definitely following me on Twitter for that to happen because sometimes it just doesn't like it. We've also got a poll up on the chat going for if you've got Haaland or not. It's currently 50-50, which is pretty immense. Right, next team. We've got Flecken, Saliba, Anderson, Burn, Salah, Palmer, Gordon, Saka. Okay, take João Pedro out, and I think this could be a very decent side. I'm going to give it a 7. I'm not overly keen on Saka, but I like it. I do like it. It's a bit different. Cool. There we go. Here's Carl's team. Oh, I can't see it on that one. If I click out of it, can we see it? Yeah, there we go. Pope, Turner, Gvardiol, Pedporo. Yeah, I don't like Pedporo. And I don't like Bruno G. I'd rather would have Thingy, so I'm going to go 5. Are you going to be rating any drafts further down the line? Yes. Yeah. This stream's proved a lot more popular than I thought. I thought it was going to probably last about maybe like 20 minutes and we'd just be sat here doing like trying to talk about stuff. But, you know, we've been streaming for an hour now and we've been flying through teams. So, yeah, we'll definitely do some more of these. This stream has definitely popped off. So hit that subscribe button if you do want to take part next time. Sanchez, Burn, Mikalenko, Gvardiol, Gibbs, White, Gordon, Salah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. I spoke about Andreas in my team ranking video. Could be a decent option at 5.5. I'm going to give that one a 6.5. I like it. I'm being quite harsh with my team ratings, I think. But nothing's kind of blown me away. It's kind of hard to judge. Thoughts on this team? Gabriel, Trent, Burn, Bailey, Alanga, and Buemo. Don't like Buemo, but the rest of the team and João Pedro we spoke about might need to change that enabler. You know what? I'm going to start bumping the ratings up. I'm going to give that one a 7. Just change Buemo, you'll be good. Cool. Next one. Hi, what is your country? I live in the UK. There you go. Next team, Flecken Verbergen. We spoke about I'd rather have 4.5 million goalkeeper over 2. João Pedro we spoke about. But the rest of the team, very, very strong. So I'd give that one a 7. What do we think? Let's take a look. Not a fan of Raya, not a fan of Pedro Porro for the start. I mean, you've probably spent quite a lot in defence. That's why your midfield is absolutely non-existent. And there's some high-quality midfielders. So I'm going to give this one a 3. Replace Raya. Replace Ped Porro. Yeah, not needed. Save a little bit of money. Get some better midfielders in. If I have missed anyone's team, it's probably because it doesn't always filter the teams through for some reason. So just make sure you are following me, because sometimes it just doesn't quite work. Sometimes Twitter is just a little bit weird as well, and you might have to resend it. Obviously, we've had a lot sent in as well, so maybe that might have something to do with it. But yeah, we'll do some more of these streams definitely in the future. So hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I do go live next time as well. Flecken Sanchez, again, same argument with the 4.5 million goalkeepers. Not a fan of Ped Porro. João Pedro as well. Give that one a 5. Replace those. Next one. Raya is the cheapest way into the Arsenal defence. I get that, and I do think that's a very good point. But at the same time, goalkeepers, I just can't justify spending any more than 4.5 million on a goalkeeper. And that's a sentiment that a lot of top FPL managers feel as well. If we can nail the right 4.5 million goalkeeper for the season, there's no point even worrying about goalkeepers further down the line. Just isn't. It's not worth it. Yeah, I get he's got a good opening 2 fixtures, but after that, you're probably going to replace him. And Spurs defensively, probably not the best team I would be looking to target. I definitely think there's better ones to attack, in my personal opinion. But that's my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own, aren't they? Right. Onana, Trent. Oh, he's gone for the new Manchester United boy. Yoro, is it? Gvardiol, Gibbs White, Eze, and Cuckoo Foden. Kudus out straight away. Edward out straight away. And I'm not 100% sure the new Manchester United signing goes straight into the team. I think if you were to go for a defender, Martinez is probably the one. Double United defence as well after last season's XG conceded. No. Murillo or Bolly. I think both are really, really good shouts. I probably would go for Willy Bolly, though. He's higher for predicted points. There you go. Cool. It keeps moving the thing, which is annoying. There we go. Havertz is just for Arsenal coverage. I get that, but I don't think they're going to do... It's hard to say, isn't it? It's hard to say. I'm just not a big fan of him. For 8 million, I don't think you're getting value in him. Hall as well. It's a risk. Who's going to play that left-back role? So... yeah, I'm going to give this one a 5. I'm not a big fan of Havertz. I'm not a big fan of Lewis Hall as well. Sanchez and João Pedro as well probably need to be replaced if, Chelsea sign a new goalkeeper, or if João Pedro is confirmed out injured. So there you go. We're slowly working our way through these, just about. For the first time, I don't like going with a 3-5-2. Any thoughts? That's your core at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Van der Veen for 4.5, I think there's better options. After the first 2 fixtures, it gets a little bit difficult, so maybe just make sure he rotates nicely with your other defenders. Cool. This is a good team. Like I said, Van der Veen, they do have an opening 2 fixtures that are pretty decent. But, you've got players that rotate. I probably wouldn't even bench Gvardiol versus Chelsea, though. But who would you drop out of him? I mean, you've got Palmer, so I guess you're playing the attacking. I just think Gvardiol could be decent. But yeah, it's a decent team. Next one. We've still got so many to get through here, guys. Since it's not going through, I'll type it down here. It's Sanchez, Turner, Anderson, Burn, Konza, Gvardiol, Barco, Rogers, Gordon, Eze, Salah, and Cuckoo, Haaland, Isak, and Wood. Cool. I mean, Sanchez, as I've been saying to everyone, Rogers is a little bit of a punty one, but the rest of the team I like, so I'm going to give that a 7. I'm going to give that one a 7. I think there is only 4 strikers to consider currently. Would that be Isak, Watkins, Haaland, Chris Wood? Muniz. I think there's 5. I've been thinking about Trossard instead of other Arsenal attackers if you can't get Saka. I think Trossard could be a decent shout there, mate. I do think Trossard could be a decent shout. Personally, I think Van der Veen is very good, only 0.5 more expensive than enabling defenders. And if you look at it like that, he's much better than all the promoted defenders and they'll stay in. Agreed. I just think Spurs' fixtures are a little bit patchy, so just make sure you have good rotating players around him. That'd be my argument on that one. That would be my argument on that one. Did we do this team? I don't think we did, but I like it. Trippier is the first time we've seen him. I think he could be a decent shout for the fixtures at the start of the season. Havertz, again, I'm just not a big fan as one of the forwards. Just not. Wait, that's literally my team. Whoa, you're getting it reviewed right now, bro. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I think that one could be improved. Should I have Palmer or Saka? I think after the City game, Chelsea's fixtures are pretty immense, so I'd probably be going Palmer on that one. Probably would be going Palmer on that one. Cool. I think I did you. I already did you. I'm trying to find ones that we've not done or like, you know, work through some more here, guys. Gvardiol or Saliba versus Gabriel. I think for 6 million, you're paying the exact same price. I think City defensively will be a lot better this season, so I probably would go Gvardiol. They were second for XG conceded, just randomly lost clean sheets a lot of the time just to unexpected goals. So yeah. Cool. Next team, Sanchez, Gvardiol, Burn, Anderson, Gordon, Salah, Eze, and Nkunku, Haaland, Isak, Wood. You know what? I like this. I do like that team. Obviously the Sanchez thing, but yeah, I like that. 7.5. Bosh. Done. Mr. Banano? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, bro. That was my team. Thanks, man. No worries. Sanchez, Saliba, Mikalenko, Konza, Eze, Palmer, Salah, Odegaard, Watkins, Isak, and João Pedro. Same situation with João Pedro that we've been speaking about constantly in today's stream. So, yeah. Rest of the team, though, I like it. I'm going to give that one an 8. I like that as a team. Cool. I mean, the notifications just don't stop coming in, do they? That one's been deleted. I've just hit my mic like an idiot. Done that. We've done that one. We did yours, Kubos. FPL Justice we haven't done. So let's do this one. Pickford, Saliba, Gvardiol, Anderson, Saka. Kudos. Again, I wouldn't be having Kudos. João Pedro looks like he would be one that I would be replacing with this rib injury or the reason he's not gone to Japan as well. What happened to João Pedro? Yeah, I mean, if you've just joined the stream, we've been talking about him quite frequently today. It looks like he's not going to the Japan pre-season tour with Brighton. So with that in mind, it would suggest he's either injured, something's gone off personal, or he's moving clubs. So probably one to go for. Yeah, guys, like I said, if you have sent your team in, I am trying to work through as many as I possibly can. Like, my notifications are currently just stuck at 20 plus. We're trying to work through as many as we can. We're probably not going to get through everyone's in today's stream. Like, it's just not going to happen. So we will be doing some more of these streams further down the line. So if you do want to get yourself at these streams in the future, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button with a bell so you will be notified next time I go live. And, of course, follow me on Twitter as well. So when I do tweet out that I will be doing team ratings, you can get them sent in. Wood in for Pedro? Yeah, I'd be all for that. Colwell or Van der Veen? Colwell better. Pedro transfer maybe? Yeah, apparently it's a rib injury. Take your time. I will take my time. It's my stream. I'll do what I like. We're working through them. Cool. Next one. 1 million in the bank. They have got Trent, Sanchez. Again, very similar situation. If Chelsea sign another goalkeeper, I'm probably just going to pin that as one of the thing. Why the hate on Havertz? I'm just not a big fan of him personally. Like, he had a pretty decent season last year, but played some games in midfield, some games up front. I reckon Arsenal will buy a forward. And I think, you know, you're realistically paying 8 million for a player that could be playing in midfield rather than up front. And it doesn't really work out as well as when you've got a midfielder playing up front. Let's have a look at this team, though. I like it. The only players I don't like are Luis Diaz, just coming back from the Copa America with Colombia. So he would be the one that I'd replace in that one. Oops. Just quickly click on the wrong screen. Cool. Next one. Virgil I don't like. I think you can get Robertson for the same price, so I prefer him. Adoji, again, 5 million when you can get Van der Veen for 4.5. Mainu... Right, Mainu's at like 8.5%. What are you all doing? Take Mainu out of your team. He's not a good pick. Mainu's not the one. Mainu's not the one. He doesn't get any attacking returns. Not worth it. No. What about this one? I like this one. I like this one. A lot of people are sending me these teams and they don't have Erling Haaland. I can't believe how many we've had where Erling Haaland is just not entering teams at all. Like, he's just not in teams, is he? I do like this team, though. I think that midfield is very, very stacked. So I'm going to give that one a 7. Cool. I mean, we've still got like 20 plus notifications to go through here. We're trying our best. I will like try and get through as many of these as I can, but my voice is slowly going. So I'm just going to get a little sweet out to help soothe my throat. But yeah, my voice is starting to disappear after filming like 2 TikToks a video and then streaming for about an hour. Videos on, and my voice is on the ropes. But yeah, I'll have a little sweet, see if that will soothe things. This team, I think, get rid of Maddison, not an option. Bowen, West Ham's fixtures aren't good enough. Front 2 of Tony and Visser is war criminal behaviour. Danny Welbeck as well. Emerson, yeah, that one's probably the worst one we've been sent today. That's a 1. Smith Rowe I like, though. We've not spoke about him. If he gets a move to, like, Fulham or Palace, he could be a really decent option at 5.5. Could be a very decent option at 5.5, actually. Cool. Joseph sent me his team. We're slowly getting there, guys. We're slowly getting there. Turner, Sanchez, Muniz. Again, replace João Pedro, and this team could be very, very filthy. Rodgers, I get why people are hyped on him, but I'm not personally feeling that hype. Not at the moment, anyway. But yeah, decent. I'd probably give that one a 6. Next team. Don't like Maddison as a pick. Replace him and João Pedro. But rest of the team's pretty decent, actually. I'll give that one a 7. Just replace those. Sells Mikolenko. I think if I could, I would prefer going for Palmer over Saka. But that's probably me being a little bit picky. But the rest of the team's really, really decent. Out of the first 10 fixtures, how often would you start Winks? Good question. I mean, I'm up to 7 and he's really not entering my team here. Maybe when they play Southampton and Ipswich in 8 and 10. That's probably it. And that's if I'm desperate. If there's better players, then he's never ever making it in, is he? Never ever ever making it in. Cool. Next one, Boris. Miguel, I mean, you've not got a playing goalkeeper. Miguel, I don't think will start the season as the 4 million goalkeeper, realistically, for Forest. Trent, Anderson, Saliba, Eze, yeah. The rest of the team's really decent. I'm seeing, like, I can't believe how many people are not going with Haaland. It's crazy to me. It's honestly genuinely crazy to me. It's genuinely crazy. Mad. Mad. We're going to stream for like another 5 more minutes, but like it's really hot in England today. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's hot. I can't film with my window open or stream with my window open because we live nearish a main road, so it makes plenty of noise. But we're going to be live for like another 5 more minutes. I'm going to try and whip through as many teams as possible, but we will do some more of these streams throughout the course of pre-season as well. So we will do some more. Don't worry. I just need a break because I'm like overheating, all that good stuff. We've gone through a lot. I reckon we've probably hit like 40, 50 drafts in today's video alone, stream alone. Cool, let's take a look at this next one. Slicker and Sanchez. Don't know who Slicker is. Gabriel. I like Garnacho as a pick. Not 100% convinced about the 2 5.5s though. I think going forward, this team looks a little bit flimsy. It all depends on really what Nkuku's doing. If he starts the season on fire, could be a great pickup at 6.5. Cool. We did yours. This one we haven't done. Let's take a look. Henderson, Turner, Cavadio, Alexander-Arnold, Gabriel, Konza. I think the problem a lot of people are doing is when they don't have Haaland. For me, what I'm seeing like a common theme from looking at a lot of drafts today is when people don't have Haaland, they spread the money, but they spread it in weird areas. Like, I don't think going for 3 premium defenders is the way to go. I think 2 premium defenders and then put your money into the midfielders. So that's what I'd probably be recommending. That's what I'd probably be recommending. If you're not going with Haaland, don't have 3 premium defenders. Cool. Fabianski, you've not got a goalkeeper, so that's already one thing to change. Rodri, not an option at 6.5. Mainu, definitely not an option as well. And I would be playing Palmer in that team, regardless of who they're playing. He's absolutely incredible. Next one that's been sent in, Sanchez, Trent. I don't think I'd be a fan. I think if I could pick between Saka and Salah, I'd rather have Salah. So yeah. Yeah, sorry mate. If it's not come through, like sometimes that's the way Twitter works. But let's rate it in the chat for you. I know you've been here a while, so I appreciate that, man. But like I said, sometimes Twitter's a funny bugger. Sanchez, Fabianski, Trent, Mikalenko, Anderson, Robinson, Fass, Salah, Son, Gordon, Eze, Winks, Watkins, Isak, Solanke. It's a strong front three, you know. I like it, mate. I do like it. Because you've got Son that you could very easily switch off to Palmer in 3. I like that. I'll give that an 8. That's a very, very decent team. Probably one of the better non-Haaland teams I've seen. Because you've spread the money out more evenly, in my opinion. If you don't have Haaland, get Foden in my opinion, yeah. Or you could get both him and KDB, try and cover off City. If I go without Salah or Haaland, I want to be able to get 3 in a maximum of 2 moves. Risky spreading funds all over. Agreed. That's why I'm saying, like, don't put it all into, like, defence and spread it out that way. I'd rather have, like, 3 premium midfielders and 2 premium defenders. I think if I was spreading the Haaland money out a little bit. Cool. Let's do another 2. Let's do this one. Can you guys see that? Oh, this post has been deleted. Well, we don't want to see that one then, do we? Tomer, Flecken, Byrne, Trent, Mikalenko, Eze, Gordon, Salah, Hudson-Odoi, João Pedro, who we've mentioned quite a lot in today's stream, so I probably wouldn't have him in the team. But the rest of the team looks really good. Yeah, I like the rest of the team. Big fan of it. Big fan. All right, this is going to be the last draft we are rating today. We did Thomas one just then. This is going to be the last one we're going to rate today. We'll do some more streams. Maybe we'll do another one tomorrow. Who knows? I'll see how I'm feeling. Sorry if I didn't get round to your team. I reckon we've done probably close to like 50 maybe in today's stream. We've been going for 81 minutes. So if you do want your team rating next time in a stream, hit that like button, subscribe and hit the bell as well, because that'll be notified when I go live next time, so you'll be here earlier. Because around the start of the stream, we only had like 30-40 people in here, and it was very easy to manage. Same with Twitter. Follow me on there, because you will be then obviously notified when I tweet and ask for teams and stuff like that. Right, let's do this last team. Again, I think if you are spreading the Haaland money out, don't have 3 premium defenders, have 2 rather than that. The rest of the players I like. I'm just not a big fan of Darwin. I'm new to the stream. How come you don't Pedro, mate? I mean, don't like Pedro. The reason I don't like Pedro is not because I don't think he's a good enough asset. I think he's a very decent enabler at 5.5, and we will all end up with him at some point in our teams. It's because he's just not gone to Brighton's pre-season training camp. So that's the reason why. He's not going to the Japan one because of apparently of a rib injury. That's apparently the reason why. Haaland and Salah draft is the best. They are so good. Agreed. And that is why on team right now is my team. This is a Haaland and Salah draft. I will be covering it on the channel with a video as well. Off court and all the other channel members and moderators, legends. You guys have been legends in today's chat. Telling people where to go, telling them, you know, where's the best place to find stuff. You guys have been absolute legends. Anyone who's new to the channel as well and has subscribed today, legends as well. We will be doing more of these live kind of draft ratings throughout the course of pre-season as well. So if you do want your team rating, yeah, we'll definitely do some more, because I didn't think it'd be this popular, but it is. So yeah, we'll definitely do some more draft ratings. Again, apologies if I didn't get around to your team. We've had so many sent in. It's been ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. But yeah, it's been pretty wild. No worries, Luke, man. No worries. Dubstream, have a good one. Appreciate that, Magic Man. Anyone who's been here, like I said, massive shout out to you guys. Tom, why don't you make a Discord server? I was planning on doing it, to be fair. I've never used Discord. Ever. So, I don't really know how it works. But maybe I should look into that. What do you guys think? Should we get a Discord server? Yay or nay? Let me know in the chat. Yay or nay for a Discord server? I think we should. I think it'd be good. What do you reckon? Yay or nay on the old Discord? Bum ba-dum 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 ba-dum. No worries, off-core. Appreciate that one. Havertz, I think if you've been in the stream for long enough today, you know I'm not a Havertz fan. I think that's the vibe. FPL Caleb has said yes to the Discord server. All right, we'll take a look. We'll get one of those set up. Discord sounds good. Yeah, we'll take a look at those ones. I'd enjoy a Discord server. Yes, people are spamming yes for the Discord server. Shout out to you guys then. I reckon we'll have to go and get one set up. Make sure you all follow me on Twitter, because that is where I'll announce it. And obviously when we do feature streams like this, we'll get it sent in there. But I think we're going to leave things there for today, guys. Like I said, I massively appreciate everyone who's come out today. We're definitely going to do some more of these draft rating ones. There's going to be more lives as well. Me and Jake are yet to do our first draft lives as well. Wood is good. That is the way to go. Wood is definitely good. But yeah, like I said, we'll do more of these. Just make sure you are subscribed, following me on Twitter, all that good stuff as well. But massive shout out to you guys for coming along today on a Saturday afternoon. Shout out to you guys. Massively appreciated. I will see you very, very soon. New video will be out tomorrow evening as well on the channel as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. But thank you very much for watching today, ladies and gentlemen. And I will see you very, very soon.